Look, here's something most people don't realize until it sneaks up on them. Leg strength doesn't just disappear because someone turns 60 or 70. It fades because of a mix of things happening inside the body: slower muscle repair, less activity, lower protein intake, and changes in hormones and circulation. And the wild part is, a lot of this can be improved with surprisingly simple nutrition changes. Not magic foods, not miracle cures, but everyday foods that help your muscles work better, recover faster, and stay strong over the years. Americans often hear confusing, overhyped health claims, and honestly, the truth is far more practical. Your muscles respond to the fuel you give them, no matter your age. Now, if you've ever stood up and felt your legs hesitate for a second, or you've noticed stairs feeling steeper than they used to, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I want you to know something right from the start. This is not about blaming age. This is about understanding what your body still can do, and how you can support it with simple, real food choices that actually make a difference. And the best part? You don't need a complicated diet or expensive supplements. Just a few consistent habits. So today, let's talk through 5 foods that support muscle strength, joint function, and overall leg performance in a way that's backed by real science. Not hype, not inflated numbers. Just honest, practical information that you can actually use. Before we dive into the list, picture this for a second. Imagine going for a walk and noticing your legs feel lighter. Imagine getting out of a chair without pushing off the armrests. Imagine climbing a set of stairs and thinking, wow, that felt better than last month. That's the kind of change these foods can support: slow, steady, noticeable strength that comes from taking care of your muscles from the inside out. Let's start with a favorite that often gets overlooked in conversations about leg strength: sweet potatoes. You probably don't think of them as a muscle food, but there's a reason people in long-lived communities around the world eat them regularly. They provide slow, steady energy, the kind that supports long walks, daily chores, and maintaining endurance as you get older. The biggest win with sweet potatoes is their combination of complex carbohydrates, fiber, potassium, and antioxidants. Your leg muscles rely on glycogen, which is basically stored carbohydrate, and sweet potatoes replenish it in a way that doesn't spike your blood sugar. Potassium plays a big role too. When you don't get enough potassium, your muscles cramp more easily, and your legs can feel heavy or fatigued. And here's something interesting. The orange and purple varieties have different antioxidants that protect muscle tissue from oxidative stress, which simply means wear and tear that builds up over time. It's not about reversing aging. It's about reducing unnecessary strain on your muscle fibers. If you enjoy sweet potatoes, the easiest way to get the most benefit is to cook them in a simple way: roasting, baking, steaming, and keeping the skin on for the extra fiber. Eating them a couple of times a week can support energy and muscle function in a way many older adults feel pretty quickly. Now, if sweet potatoes are the steady fuel, the next food works almost like maintenance support for the muscles themselves. Sardines. I know, people either love them or stay far away. But hear me out, because sardines are incredibly nutrient-dense. They provide protein, omega-3 fats, calcium, vitamin D, and B vitamins. A combination that hits multiple aspects of leg strength at the same time. Omega-3 fatty acids help reduce inflammation, which matters more than most people think. When inflammation builds up, your muscles don't respond as well to activity. They feel stiff, slow, or achy. Vitamin D deficiency is extremely common in older Americans, and this vitamin plays a role in muscle performance and balance. Sardines are especially helpful because they're one of the few foods that give you vitamin D and calcium together, something you usually only see in fortified foods or supplements. For your legs, that matters. Calcium helps muscles contract properly. Vitamin D helps your body use that calcium effectively. And the protein in sardines is high quality and easy to digest, which helps with muscle repair. If you're new to sardines, try adding them to salads, mixing them with olives and tomatoes, or using them in place of tuna. Eating them once or twice a week is more than enough to support overall muscle health. Now let's talk about something plant-based that carries more muscle benefits than people expect. Black beans. These little powerhouses give you protein, iron, magnesium, and soluble fiber, all in one low-cost food. As people age, they often eat less protein than their muscles actually need. That's one of the leading reasons for gradual muscle loss, something called sarcopenia. Black beans help fill that gap, and they do it while supporting gut health, which plays a surprising role in inflammation and nutrient absorption. Magnesium is one of the biggest highlights here. If you've ever felt tightness in your calves, nighttime leg cramps, or that heavy leg sensation after walking, magnesium might be part of the picture. It helps your muscles relax between contractions. Without enough magnesium, you basically end up with muscles that never fully reset, which wears them out more quickly. Black beans also provide iron, which your body uses to transport oxygen to muscle tissues. Better oxygen delivery means your legs fatigue more slowly. If you're new to cooking beans, soaking them overnight makes them easier to digest. You can enjoy them in soups, grain bowls, tacos, or simply seasoned with garlic and herbs. Eating them regularly, even just a few days a week, can help keep your muscles nourished and reduce the risk of age-related muscle decline. Now for a food you probably already have in your kitchen but may not fully appreciate. Eggs. When it comes to supporting leg strength, eggs are one of the most complete and convenient foods out there. They contain high-quality protein, vitamin B12, choline, healthy fats, and other nutrients that support muscle rebuilding and nerve function. A lot of older adults unknowingly deal with low B12 levels, which affect both balance and muscle performance. Eggs help with that, and the protein they provide is what your muscles need daily to maintain and rebuild tissue. One of the biggest misunderstandings is the idea that egg yolks should be avoided. The yolk is where most of the nutrients are. The choline in egg yolk supports the signals your brain sends to your muscles, the communication pathway that helps you step confidently, lift your legs properly, and maintain coordination. As you age, you want to support that system, not weaken it. Eggs are also extremely versatile. Scrambled, boiled, poached, it doesn't matter. What matters most is consistency. 1 to 2 eggs a day is completely reasonable for most people, but if you have cholesterol concerns, definitely talk with your doctor to see what fits your situation. Most healthy older adults tolerate eggs very well. Now let's move to the final food on this list, one with unique benefits thanks to its combination of protein and anti-inflammatory fats. Wild salmon. When people talk about foods that support healthy aging, salmon almost always comes up, and for good reason. The omega-3 fats in salmon support muscle function, heart health, and joint comfort, all of which affect how strong and stable your legs feel. The protein in salmon also provides essential amino acids that help repair muscle tissue after daily activity. Many older adults don't realize that muscle recovery isn't just for athletes. It matters for everyone because even everyday movements, bending, standing, walking, involve tiny repairs afterward. Salmon supports that process. It also contains vitamin D, which plays a role in balance and muscle performance. If you prefer not to cook fish, canned salmon is a perfectly good option and still provides most of the same benefits. And here's something people often overlook. Your legs don't just need muscle strength. They need joints that feel comfortable and mobile. The omega-3s in salmon help reduce stiffness and support joint health, which makes walking and standing feel easier. If you eat salmon once or twice a week, you're already giving your body a great foundation. What ties all these foods together is their ability to help your muscles maintain energy, recover properly, and stay nourished. And you don't need all 5 every day. You don't need a perfect diet or a strict plan. You just need consistency, a little at a time, a pattern that supports your body day after day. Imagine this: you start adding sweet potatoes once or twice a week, maybe eggs most mornings, a few servings of beans throughout the week, a can of sardines on your salad every now and then, salmon for dinner on the weekend. Over time, these habits stack up. Your muscles get the fuel and nutrients they need. Your energy picks up. Your balance improves. Stairs feel a little easier. Walks feel a little smoother. And that feeling, the sense of being capable, strong, steady, that's something every older adult deserves. And remember, your legs aren't just your legs. They're your independence. They're your mobility. They're your ability to play with your grandkids, go on trips, move freely around your home, and enjoy the life you've built. Supporting them through simple, real food choices is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. If you found this helpful and want more science-backed health tips explained in a way that actually makes sense, hit subscribe. I break down the research into practical advice you can use every single week. No fear tactics, no nonsense, just real information that helps you stay strong and live well. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.